uncle's in the Army. He was World War II. My father served as a prisoner of war camp in the prisoner. And one of my uncles was in the 82nd Airborne. He jumped in Europe, in Italy, and I had another uncle that served in the medical corps. It was a very traumatic thing for him to see they prepare the bodies as they come back all shot up.
All right, I got another question for you. What was the basic training like? What was boot camp like when you first got into the military?
So I ended up joining the Navy because I couldn't get the deal, so to speak, that I needed. I thought I needed. So I joined the Navy, took the tests. They said, well, okay, here, you got three choices. You can be an electronics technician, you can be an aviation technician, or you can be some other kind of, fire control technician. And I said, well, gee, I didn't know A from B from C, you know. I said, well, I knew what electronics was, you know. Now remember, this was the era when it was tubes, you know, electronic tubes. Transistors hadn't been invented yet, or if they were very hush-hush. So I joined. They guaranteed me a school, of course, to be an electronics technician. And so I went to school, went to boot camp at Great Lakes, Illinois, learned how to jump off a burning ship. They put you up on a big platform, and you have to jump off, like simulate the ship is sinking, and a certain way you can do it. Then you have to come, and they tell you how to use your clothes to make emergency flotation. You know, those bell bottoms that you used to use, you see the sailors used to have. For their reason, they're a bell bottom because you can make an air pocket, and it gets wet and it holds you and will keep you somewhat buoyant for a while, and so you could save yourself in an emergency. And you have to swim underwater, and then we went down on the firing range. We did some small arms, 1 or 2 days of firing. Nothing to be brag about, you know. Not intensive small arms, because the Navy small arms goes to the Marine Corps. Mm-hmm. They're the experts in hand-to-hand. We just have to deliver the Marines. Mm-hmm. And so that was my training boot camp, how to keep the ship from sinking. If you take a hit, catch a fire, you wouldn't think that steel would burn. It burns.
So, since you were in the Navy and you were a technician, can you tell me a little bit about what that was like when you were serving in the Navy?
Well, shipped out. I was on the USS Boston. It's one size under the battleship. Had the cannons on it were 8 inches in diameter. The muzzle. Mm-hmm. Imagine that. How big that bullet was.
It's a big bullet.
It's a big bullet. And we went down to Guantanamo Bay area, and we prepped a little bit down there. Then we sailed through the Panama Canal. Went to refuel in Hawaii, and we ended up in the South China Sea.